Yo, what's good, y'all, man? It's your boy A1. All right, so what I'm going to do inside this Baltimore Ravens mini team, I'm going to show you two different formations. It's going to be out of gun, deuce close, and the other's going to be wing. You can audible from right to left. It's really simple when you what's called once you want to get into it. So we're going to start off in deuce close. We're going to start off with this read option kind of run game first. Little 12 personnel set. I personally want to go probably, let's just say, we'll probably get a lot of like heavier sets, so we're gonna go just random 3-4 defense, and we're gonna kind of work it out like this. We're gonna back these guys up a little bit because you can run this pretty much anywhere. It's extremely effective once you get into the red zone. So we're gonna go ahead and hop into that. Okay, so what I like to do when I'm playing this is I'm reading this right side of the field. I'm looking at who needs to be blocked. When you're running game, when you're running the ball in run game inside this gun deuce, what you want to do is you want to make sure you ID the guy that you know that needs to get blocked, okay? So I want this backer right here getting blocked. So I'm going to ID him. If it's a man, if he's using on him, then you cannot, do not ID him. You want to ID the opposite guy what he's using because you're hoping that he makes a mistake and that he's not good enough player to make that play. So again, it's a computer, so we're just going to ID him just like that. We're going to look at that right side. We're going to go ahead and run that. He comes downhill. He's guarded. And there's some different things you can add in there too as well. So the read is obviously always kind of effective. Like that's just something that you can do all the time. When things get tricky, you can do this, and this adds into the other thing right here. So if I go like this and bring him in over here, he's good. So I know I want to make sure he gets blocked. So again, I'm still IDing that mic, and this is going to help out when we run trap too as well. So I'm still IDing the mic, but then I'm having this guy right here. And we're just kind of like getting downfield. But you want to make sure you ID that guy. It's super important that you ID that guy that's not the user. The next thing I want to do is if I'm running trap, okay, because we've got gun troops, we got read option here, and then we got 0-1 trap, bench, and then bench, bench swap, my bad, and then X, bench, X. So when I'm running trap, same thing. I want to have this. I can have a motion right here. I want to make sure I ID the guy that he's not using because I want to make sure these mic backers get blocked. You can just run it straight. Just make sure you ID though. Super important. The play works. It works smooth anyway. Like, cause smooth. Like this is like a smooth ass scheme. Like you're gonna get yards regardless. You know what I mean? When you want to start getting tricky and mixing it up a little bit, then you would bring him over here like this. Again, I'm still IDing the mic right here. I got the trap going. We're insert blocking. We can call double here if we want to. A lot of different things you can do. You don't have to call it double. Sometimes I don't recommend calling double because there's a lot of chaos going in there, as you can see. And this is just all Madden, just random 3-4 again. We're IDing that front side mic. It's better when you just ID and don't double. Let these guys kind of just go ahead and block because they got their own thing a little set up. Again, you just run basic trap. Say if you want a motion, want to flip it, you can flip it. You see, obviously it doesn't look right. Again, it's pretty simple, like yards. You'll get a lot of yards in 12 personnel. This gets like a heavier set too as well. But I think something more important is the passing. It's really basic. I mean, I can keep doing this all day, but I mean, you get the point. Like, you really do get the point. It's really simple. At times you will get this, but remember, whenever you got the read, you want to make sure you do that read first. This other stuff just comes second. This is a good look actually right here, and then we're gonna go over to the pass plays. What's good about this look is the fact that you can just, they had no read here. So because we have no read here, it's like, okay, well, what do we do? I want to make sure he gets blocked. So I'm IDing that mic, that right outside linebacker, because I want to make sure that he gets blocked down low no matter what, so that I can make a read off him. So I know he's getting blocked. Again, it's 1-2 yards, but that's the most difficult situations you'll be in is like, okay, like how am I going to block that guy? Like again here, I got to make sure he gets blocked. I'm going to ID that mic. And I'm going to run the read. He's staying. Dobby's want to do that. Same thing. I'm IDing. He's coming downhill. And we're kind of just getting loose like with Lamar. Lamar got the speed, so he'll get around these guys. Just super important that you ID that Mike. I know sometimes you might get some 1-2 yards, but as you see the videos, a lot of times you're going to get a lot of yards when you're running this formation. A really smooth scheme. He's coming downhill. We ID. It's off to the races. You know what I mean? Like, make sure you ID. Like, if you're not IDing, then you kind of mess up the offense. But, like, the read option is what you want to do. That's your bread and butter. Throwing the trap there occasionally from time to time. But read option is your bread and butter. Again, ID that guy that he's not using. So let's talk pass play now. We did a lot of run play. Let's do a little pass play. So gun bench YX right here. That running back. My bad. If they don't go chase that running back right there, you just want to go ahead and just tap that A real quick. Nothing crazy. Again, they're not really over there. And it's like really easy to pass the ball out of this formation. It's super friendly. Like, I'm looking right side right now on this bench swap. I'm having that running back stress there. And if they go take the running back, I like far right, and I'm gonna make sure I hit that thing right inside. I'm working that right side of the field where the what's it called? Where the running back's hitting the flat route. That's what I want to be hitting. That's what I want to be focusing on. Left side's cool and everything. Like, that's just there, kind of like keep these guys off balance. But I'm really focusing on that right side of the field. And then how can I attack the middle field with the tight end and things like that. And this is random. You're gonna get random defenses. I think really you'll be able to run the ball a lot. So you don't necessarily have to worry too much about like passing the ball. That's just me. That's based off what I've seen when I'm running this thing. You're not gonna have to really worry about passing the ball at all. Same thing. Again, if it's there, it's there. You just gotta take it. But it's just there to keep these guys off balance. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to throw the post. I'm not comfortable throwing the post like that every single time. But it's there. You want to kind of go ahead and take it. I'm gonna look left side right now. How I would work the left side of the field is really simple. Literally, the type of stuff I would do is something like this, and then have an extra the blockers in there, and then have a dig coming in from the backside. You can see with B. But again, if I'm in this, I'm running the ball. I'm controlling the ball. I'm going to catch these guys off balance in like man coverage, and you can really gas these guys. Like right here, okay, cool. Like the whole point of this pass game is to set these guys up in man coverage. If you get these guys in man coverage with speed out there, the Baltimore Ravens team, you're going to score a lot of points. Like that's just kind of what it is. Again, you want to work the right side of the field. Real simple, just call that dig. This is really all you need to do if you need to work just pass game. Like it's nothing crazy. Like, if you have the opportunity to get them beat like that, then go ahead and take it. Let's check out what's it called, bench X right here. So bench X is kind of the same thing, except the right side a little bit faster. Again, I'm looking the right side. He goes down. If they go down and go low, then you want to make sure you hit that obviously over top. But it's really simple, honestly. I'm not looking at right side, left side. I'm literally looking at one side of the field because it just makes things easier for run game and things like that. Again, I'm looking at the left side of the field. I'm looking at that underneath route, and I'm looking at backside div if it's not there. You saw what I mean? I'm taking backside div because they take the other stuff out. So you just got to be mindful of that type of stuff. That's all. This thing. Easy, quick yards. But the main thing, again, like I said, is run play. The other thing I was going to show you when we go into the gun wing set, so you can audible from here to gun wing. But I'll shoot that into the next video. So we're going to drop this one and I'm going to show you part 2.